Erlandson also stated that he was with Kurt right up until the time just before he went missing. And here he elaborates on Cobain in those final days and talks about some of the ideas that Kurt was coming up with musically.
So he wasn't actually recording a solo album. That was like, I never said that. It's just he was working out ideas, and I was lucky to be around him right before he went missing. And I actually recorded something with him, working on one of his songs that was called Do, Re, and Me, or Do, Re, Mi, as it appeared on the Nirvana box set.
Wow.
And it showed that he was going in a different direction. And
so interesting stuff there. Erlandson talking about Kurt's little final wee recordings he was doing for himself on cassette recorders, just putting down ideas. And he was stating there how he was even working with Kurt on that song Do, Re, Mi. We've all heard that one. That one's out there. But apparently there were more ideas and little gems there that Kurt was coming up with a whole ton of musical ideas. Eric Erlandson even stating there that he's one of the only people on the planet to have heard that cassette that Kurt made. But interesting how he said it was just like a total different direction, a total new direction. And we know Kurt had talked about going in a different direction. He had certainly stated that many times. Even though he stated there that Kurt wasn't recording a solo album at the time, but some of that stuff, of course, could have been meant for a future solo album, or it could have been going on to a future Nirvana record too. I mean, we just never know that. And as Erlandson mentioned there, that was right up before Kurt went missing, so that was like, the final stuff that he would have ever recorded, right? The final stuff that he was ever playing. So, pretty interesting stuff.
We're still missing him greatly,
Well, I think,
and you could tell by the state of music right now.
Yeah, no, and I think a lot of fans would love to hear those cassettes. Before I let you go, Eric, is it possible that those cassettes will be released? Will fans be able to hear them?
I hope that someday somebody puts them together. Unfortunately, I think I'm probably one of the few people on the planet that's heard them, and
wow.
And I think that I don't own them and I don't control them, but there are little gems that I think people would appreciate if they could hear them. But